रहेंगे,
even
हरारत
cold
पहुंचेगी।
days. Still, there were others
अगर
standing
आप
over
बर्फ
her
किसी के
saying,
करीब होंगे, ठंड पहुंचेगी।
this time was different.
साहिब
Around
अमीन,
noon,
साहिब ईमान
Mendeecees
की
was
सोबत
officially
इख्तियार
released.
करेंगे, ईमान फराग करेंगे।
No cuffs, no full arrest record
ये
yet,
है
but
अवाम के
paperwork had been filed.
सोबत।
Yandy met him
कूनू
outside the holding
मासादिकीन,
facility, her car waiting
उनकी
at the
सोबत
curb.
इख्तियार।
When he stepped out, hoodie
तीसरा
up,
जरिया
face
है
tired and drawn. She was
जो
already
हमारे लिए
standing
खास
there.
तौर पर
She didn't say anything
जो
at
मुसलमान
first.
पैदा हुए।
Neither of them did. Hey?
अब एक
They
बच्चा
just
है
stood
7
face
साल
to
का,
face
आपने
for a
नमाज
long
पढ़ने की आदत डाल
second,
दी,
like
पढ़
both were
रहा।
trying to figure out what to say
अगर
after.
से गैर शऊरी
Everything that had
उनसे शुरू कर
happened.
दिया।
Finally, Yandy spoke first.
रोजा रखता है, 2 वर्ष का हो गया, रोजा रखना शुरू किया।
It wasn't
ये
soft
आमाल
either,
जो है,
just real.
इनसे भी एक
What
यकीन
happened?
पैदा होता
She
है।
asked straight up. Mendeecees
जैसे
let out a
यकीन से
slow
अमल
breath.
पैदा होता है,
She
ऐसे ही अमल से भी
he said,
यकीन पैदा होता है।
his voice low.
तो मुलामत
Said
करते
some
रहेंगे
things
इस
I
पर,
couldn't
तो
let
इससे भी
fly.
एक
I
यकीन
didn't
की
touch her
कैफियत
though,
इंसान
I
में पैदा
swear.
हो।
Yandy
सुबह
squared
गुजरात
his
में जो
face
बहस
like
आई
he was
उसके आखिर में
searching
यही
for
है।
some kind of crack in his.
क्या नबी ये बंदू जो दावेदार है ईमान के, ये आप परेशान कर रहे हैं, यमुन्नुन अलैका नस्लहु, कुल ला तमुन्नु अलैया इस्लामकुम, बलिल्लाहु यमुन्नु अलैकुम
The
अन
ride back to
हदाकुम
the
लिल
house they were
ईमान
staying at
इन
was
कुंतुम
completely
सादिकीन।
silent. No music,
ये आप
no
परेशान कर रहे हैं कि
conversation.
ईमान ले आया,
Just the
नबी
sound
से
of the
कहिए,
tires
मुझ पर
on the
अपने
road
ईमान
and
का
two
कोई एहसान
people
न
sitting
करो,
next to each other,
अपने
feeling like
इस्लाम का।
strangers. Yandy's mind was
अल्लाह तुम
racing.
पर एहसान
Part of
करता
her
है
wanted to believe everything
कि
he
उसने
said.
तुम्हें ईमान के
Part of
रास्ते
her
पर डाल
couldn't
दिया।
shake the tight image of
जब
him
इस्लाम
stepping
पर आ
toward
गए हो,
Erica, hand
तो अमल
raised,
करते
even
रहोगे,
if it
तो
wasn't to
अल्लाह
hit
व
her. It
रसूलहु,
didn't matter.
अगर अमल करते रहोगे
The
तो इस
world
अमल
had
के
already
जरिए से
made
भी
up its
तुम्हारे अंदर ईमान
mind.
पैदा
When
होता
they
है।
finally got back, they
तो ये
snuck
3
inside.
रास्ते ज़हन में रखिए।
Doors closed.
जो अवाम है, गौर व
Meanwhile, the
फिक्र, सोच
internet
विचार,
kept spinning.
उसकी सलाहियत नहीं या मौके
There were
नहीं,
clips surfacing from
उनके
other
लिए ये 2
cast
रास्ते
members.
हैं।
One video showed
यकीन
Spice
बदलिए
talking in
अमल
the
और
background
यकीन
right
बदलिए
after
सोबत।
everything went down, saying,
यहाँ
I
से
don't
उठा
think
रहे हैं लोगों
Mendeecees
को,
meant
बार
it
बार
like
यही
that,
लाया
but
जाता
Erica.
है।
She knows how to turn
यहाँ पे
anything
आप पहले से
into a
लोग
that added a whole new layer to things. Fans
एक ईमान है इंटेलेक्चुअल्स का, सिद्दीकीन का, जिनको कुरान कहता है उलुल अलबाब अल्लज़ीना यअक़िलून।
but by Erica
इन्न फी ख़ल्क़िस समावाति वल अर्ज़ि व इख्तिलाफ़िल लैलि वन नहारि लाआयातिन लिउलिल अलबाब, होशमंदों के लिए, अक्लमंदों के लिए, गौर व फिक्र करने वालों के लिए, अस्हाबे दानिश व बीनश के लिए हमारी कायनात में हमारी निशानियां हैं। और करो
Finally, after
और हमें
being
पहचानो,
like forever, she broke
खुद
her
अपने अंदर
silence.
झांको और हमें
She
पहचानो।
didn't understand how
और हमारी
bad
आयात जो है हमारे कलाम की, उसकी आयात जो है इनमें वो ईमान रचा बसा हुआ है। इन पर गौर करो, गौतज़नी करो। कुरान में वो गौतज़न है मर्द मुसलमान, ये है टॉप का ईमान, ये है असल वो ईमान, ये जो मतलूब है। अब बाकी हजरात जो है इनके करीब रहेंगे, ईमान हासिल कर लेंगे, और जो अमाल अल्लाह ने बताए हैं उन पर अमल करते रहेंगे।
finally looked at her, eyes tired.
अब दूसरी बात की
You
तरफ
know
आइए,
that? He asked.
निफाक से कैसे बचा जाए उसके लिए भी 3
For a
अमल हैं।
second, it looked like he might actually cry. But he didn't. He just let out a slow breath and dropped his gaze again, outside the house.
प्रिवेंशन
Paparazzi
कैसे
had
होगी,
started gathering. Somehow,
बचोगे
word
कैसे?
leaked about where they were
दवा
sitting.
में जिक्र,
Flashes. Went off
अल्लाह
through
को
the
याद
windows.
रखो।
Mendeecees glanced toward
या
the house, but
अय्युहल्लज़ीना
didn't
आमनू
get
ला
up.
तुल्हिकुम
Yandy
अम्वालुकुम वला
closed the
औलादुकुम अन
"Can't stay
ज़िक्रिल्लाह
here,"
व मन
he said,
यफ़अल
under
ज़ालिका
his
फ़उलाइका
breath.
हुमुल
Not
ख़ासिरून।
like this. It wasn't just
दिल को
about
गफलत में मत आने दो।
It felt bigger than that.
दिल गाफिल होगा, शैतान का डेरा बन
Things
जाए।
were before at all. There was too much
तो
damage.
दवा में
already
जिक्र
done.
में अलबत्ता ये ध्यान में
Later
रखिए
that
कि दवा
night,
में
Yandy
जिक्र का
sat
जरिया
alone
क्या
on
है,
the
उसमें
back
मुबालते हैं लोगों।
scrolling through her phone
जो
again.
सबसे बड़ा
She saw
जिक्र है उसको
everything.
भूले
The
हुए हैं,
blogs, the comments.
और जो तीसरे चौथे नंबर का जिक्र है उसको समझ बैठे हैं कि बस यही जिक्र
Some were
है।
defending her, some saying she should
सबसे
leave
बड़ा
Mendeecees
जिक्र,
to live
मुजस्सम
this
जिक्र
time.
कुरान है।
She couldn't even tell who was really on her side.
इन्ना नहनु नज़्ज़लना
All just felt
ज़िक्रा व
like
इन्ना
noise.
लहू लहाफ़िज़ून।
Then her phone buzzed with a message from
वो
its
अज़्ज़िक्र कौन सा है? कुरान।
When she opened it,
इसी को फरमाया मैंने वायद सुनाई
no
थी कि लोग
caption,
कंजिया कहते थे।
just a clip of Erica
या
from the
अय्युहल्लज़ी
incident,
नुज़्ज़िला अलैहि
standing off
ज़िक्र
to the
इन्नका
side,
लमजनून।
whispering to one of the producers.
हुजूर से मुखातिब होकर कहते हैं
Yandy
फलां
tapped
जिसके
the
ऊपर के
volume
उसके
button
ख्याल
and
के
leaned
मुताबिक
in.
जिक्र नाज़िल
Listening
हुआ है,
close
हम तो
got
उसमें
Erica
पागल
was
समझ।
saying, make sure they get my good
वहाँ भी
side
लफ्ज़
when
क्या
they
है?
lost.
अज़्ज़िक्र।
Away. I want the angle right. Her voice was clear, calculated, and right then, Yandy felt
तुबय्यन
herself
लिन्नास मा
drop.
नुज़्ज़िला इलैहिम। ये
Yandy
अज़्ज़िक्र
sat there for a long
तो
time.
इससे बड़ा जिक्र कोई नहीं।
Her phone
तिलावत
resting
कुरान,
heavy in her
तदब्बुर
hand,
कुरान, गौर व फिक्र कुरान का, कुरान को याद करना, इस बंदे का किताब जो है मुसलमानों पर कुरान मजीद की हुकूम।
But there it was, clear as day. Erica's voice, calm and steady. Talking about her camera angle like everything that had happened was just another scene in some scripted show. It wasn't about fear. It wasn't about feeling threatened. It was about the look, the perception, the story. That realization hit Yandy harder than anything else. Her first instinct was to get up and show Mendeecees. He needed to see it. He needed to know. And for some reason, she just sat there frozen, staring out at the dark sky. Part of her couldn't believe it. Part of her wasn't even surprised. It wasn't the first time someone had played dirty in this business, but this time felt different because it was personal. It wasn't just TV. This was her family, her real life. Finally, after sitting in silence so long, the night air started to feel cold. She stood up and walked back inside. Mendeecees was still in the kitchen. Same spot, same posture, like he hadn't moved in hours. She walked over slowly, phone in hand, and set it down on the table in front of him. He looked up at her, eyes tired but curious. "What's that?" he asked, voice low. "Just watch," Yandy said quietly. He picked up the phone, pressed play, and for a moment there was only the sound of Erica's voice filling the kitchen. As soon as the words hit him, his face changed. Not anger exactly, more like something deep inside him cracking open. He listened all the way through, then set the phone back down carefully. Like it might break if he moved too fast? "You believe?" "Me now," Mendeecees asked, his voice barely above a whisper. Yandy didn't answer right away, just sat down across from him, resting her elbows on the table, her head in her hands. Finally, she spoke, voice rough around the edges. "I don't know what to believe anymore," she admitted, "but I know this. She set this up. Maybe not the whole thing, but enough of it." They sat there together in silence for a long time. No cameras. No producers, no scripts, just two people trying to figure out what the next move should be. Meanwhile, outside their bubble, the internet kept spinning faster and faster. That leaked clip made its way online within hours. Somebody sent it to a gossip page, and from there, it was everywhere. Headlines flipped. People weren't just talking about Mendeecees being detained. They were asking if the whole thing had been a setup from the start. Twitter threads broke down frame-by-frame analysis of the video. People zooming in on Erica's face, her body language, everything. Some fans apologized in the comments, saying they had judged too soon. Others doubled down, saying it didn't matter what Erica said off camera. What mattered was how it looked when Mendeecees stepped toward her. Nobody could agree. It was like watching a war play out through phone screens. But for Yandy, none of that mattered as much as figuring out what she was going to do next. She knew once she left that house, once she stepped back into public, everything was going to hit harder. Press waiting outside, cameras in her face, people yelling questions she didn't want to answer. The next morning, just after sunrise, she finally made her decision. She woke up, got dressed, pulled her hair back into a low bun, simple and clean. No glam, no distractions, just her as she was. Mendeecees was still sleeping on the couch. She didn't wake her. She just grabbed her phone, slid it into her pocket, stepped outside. Sure enough, the moment she opened the front door, there were reporters waiting. Flashes went off. Microphones pointed in her direction. People calling her name, Yandy. Any statement about what happened? "Yandy, are you and Mendeecees okay? Did Erica really set this up?" She didn't answer right away. She walked slowly down the steps, her pace calm, her face serious. Then, when she reached the bottom, she stopped, turned to face the cameras, and spoke. Her voice steady but clear. "This has been one of the hardest weeks of my life. Not just because of what happened, but because of what happened when the cameras stopped rolling. Everybody out here has got their own version of the truth. All I can say is this. I saw things I can't unsee. I heard things I can't unhear." The reporters leaned in closer, sensing she wasn't reading from some media script. This was real. Me and Mendeecees, we've been through too much to let something like this break us. And as for Erica, she paused, letting the name hang in the air for a second before continuing. I just hope she finds whatever piece she's looking for, because clearly it wasn't here. After that, she didn't take any more questions. She turned and walked straight to the car waiting for her. Closing the door behind her like closing a chapter in a book. Inside the car, she finally let herself move again. Her hands were shaking a little, but it wasn't fear anymore. It was just adrenaline, nerves calming down after too much time being on edge. Back at the house, Mendeecees eventually woke up and saw everything unfold on his phone. Clips of Yandy's statement playing everywhere. He smiled a little, the first real smile in days. He texted her, "You did good. Simple, no emojis, no extra words." Just that later that same day, Erica posted something too. A long caption, under a picture of her standing alone by the water. No makeup, no glam, just her and the ocean behind her. Her post read, "Sometimes the truth isn't black and white. Sometimes it's just gray. I said what I said. Stand on it. Stand on it." Comments under her post were mixed. Some showing support, others saying she was exposed. It didn't matter. The damage was already done on both sides by the end of the week. Production on The Retreat officially announced they wouldn't be airing the full footage from the incident, just selected parts, edited carefully. Too much had happened, too many raw emotions, too many legal issues involved. Fans were left piecing things together through leaks and rumors. As for Yandy and Mendeecees, they stayed low for a while. No interviews, no social media lives, just quiet time with family. Eventually, they posted a simple picture together, just the two of them holding hands. No caption. Fans filled the comments with heart emojis, prayers, and messages like, "Glad y'all made it through." Some still weren't convinced. Some never would be. But for Yandy, that didn't matter anymore. What mattered was knowing she'd seen the truth for herself, handled things her way, and come out on the other side still standing. And somewhere out there, Erica was probably still telling her version too. But that was a whole other story. Before we wrap this up, one thing is clear, no matter whose side you're on, this situation has left everybody talking. From Mendeecees being taken in by police, to Erica's emotional claims, to Yandy standing there looking completely helpless as it all unfolded, fans are still divided. Some people believe Mendeecees really lost control, while others say Erica set the whole thing up for attention. And then there's Yandy, caught in the middle, trying to hold everything together while the cameras rolled and the world watched. But here's what we really want to know. What do you think? Do you believe Mendeecees actually crossed the line? Or was this just another reality TV moment blown out of proportion? Was Erica truly scared? Or was she playing a bigger game behind the scenes? And what about Yandy? Should she have stepped in sooner? Or was there nothing she could have done to stop what was already in motion? Drop your thoughts down in the comments right now. We want to hear from you. Were you Team Mendeecees, Team Erica, or just Team Yandy trying to survive all this madness? Don't hold back, let us know exactly how you feel. And while you're here, make sure to hit that like button if you stayed locked in from beginning to end. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel too, so you never miss another deep dive into all the drama, all the stories, and all the moments that have everybody talking. This is Gossio Povebe, where we bring you the real breakdown every single time. We'll catch you in the next one.
Hold on. So it's about your mama? Yeah. Because I was telling Bam that it's not about your money. Like, it's not like that. Because they will add on everything. Okay, so hold on, y'all. We can't.
Mendeecees Harris being taken away in handcuffs wasn't the scene anyone expected. But that's exactly what had fans everywhere stunned and asking questions. Reports started flooding social media claiming that during what was supposed to be a peaceful retreat, things spiraled completely out of control. It all began with a heated argument between Yandy and Spice. Voices were raised. Insults were thrown and tensions were already high. But nobody could have predicted what would happen next. In the middle of all that chaos, Erica Mena stepped in. And what started as words quickly turned into accusations that showed everybody watching. According to sources and videos, making the Brand's Erica accused Mendeecees of putting his hands on her. She was seen yelling, "Don't touch me, I'll call the police right now." While Yandy stood nearby, looking completely shocked and helpless. The scene unfolded so fast, police were called to the location, and before anyone could process what was happening, Mendeecees was reportedly detained on the spot. Fans couldn't believe it. Was this just reality TV going too far? Or did something real actually happen? In today's video, we're breaking down everything that's come out about that night. From the first argument to the moment the police arrived. Grab your seat, because this one's serious. Nobody really expected things to go left the way they did. What was supposed to be a peaceful retreat with cast members reconnecting and talking through their issues slowly turned into something else entirely. It all started so simple. Everyone sitting around the table, laid back vibes a little. Light teasing, people sipping drinks, laughing in between. But underneath all of that, there was already a tension in the air. It wasn't loud at first, it was quiet, sitting just under the surface. Until Bambi and Spice's conversation shifted into